Hey guys, JT with Take One Airsoft here again. I know it's been a while since we did a video, but we're gonna try to start cranking them back out again. So today we're bringing you the Arcturus 5.1 high Capa. Now, I know that a lot of you guys are probably saying, another high Capa, I don't want to hear about it. Now, so I'll start off by saying what the point of this video is, what we're looking to achieve, and then we'll dive a little bit more into this gun. So the point of the video is Arcturus claims this high Capa to be fully TM spec. Now, as you guys know, there are a lot of high Capas and airsoft manufacturers out there that claim for their high Capa to be TM spec, but a lot of the times they just are not. So we're gonna gut this thing and see what is TM spec. Hopefully all of it is, as they claim. And then if there isn't something that's TM spec, we'll let you know what it is. All right, so a few things that I really do like about the Arcturus high Capa out of the box. For one, I did test the mags. The mags are TM spec, so if you have TM high Capa mags, they'll work great. Fully metal slide. You have the option for an RMR mount right here, as you guys see. Additionally, full disclosure, this is a sample gun, so there might be a couple tolerance differences with what actually hits the market. There was a shop that had this gun before us, hence why the rear iron sight is not on here. Anyway, so full metal slide, which is really nice. Full metal outer barrel that also comes threaded, which is pretty neat. The trigger is apparently, it seems to be modular. I'm gonna try out some of the Cow ones to see, because it looks to be almost identical to the Cow dimensions. They do have a slide catch, an extended slide catch right here, which is pretty nice. The slide feels really smooth, I will say. For metal on metal, it's really nice. It does have some good weight to it as well. You know, the TM high Capas, while they're fantastic guns, the plastic slides kind of suck. Anyways, now some gripes about this gun, and I haven't used it a lot. This is just what I have noticed so far. First thing being, the grip safety is non-functional. Okay, now I don't know if that is a lemon or if that is really something that is just not a thing with Arcturus high Capas. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and chrono this thing at the field. So I'll put a clip up there of us doing that. So you'll see that. And then I'm gonna get ready and start gutting this thing, and we will see again just how truly TM spec this Arcturus high Capa is. And I will say, just from first glance, this thing is really, it's a well-built high Capa. It's you know, so far the best high Capa I've seen that is not Tokyo Marui. All right, so let's go ahead and start gutting this thing, and then we're gonna throw in different TM parts. First, we're gonna start with TM parts that we pulled out of a Tokyo Marui high Capa, and then we're also gonna try some upgraded parts from like CTM and Airsoft Masterpiece and stuff like that. But anyways, all right, so let's get to work. All right, guys, just wanted to show you the stock team that we're gonna be using. The only thing that is different in this is I got the Edge Hexa threaded outer barrel and an upgraded bucking and inner barrel. But other than that, everything else in here is completely stock. So we are going to be using this one as our guinea pig. All right, guys, now we have both of the lowers here. This one is the stock Tokyo Marui. Everything in it is stock. And here we have the Arcturus one. All right, I am going to gut both of these, and I'm going to throw all of the Tokyo Marui parts into the Arcturus frame and grip, and we will see how it fits and if it functions. So I'm not gonna make you guys sit through me fully disassembling both of these, but I will probably put it on, like, I don't know, 20 times speed for you guys. And then after we get all the Tokyo Marui parts into the Arcturus one, we'll come back and then I'll let you guys know what issues I ran into. Hopefully none. And we'll go from there. Alright guys, so just wanted to go ahead and pause the disassembling really quick right before I start reassembling everything, and point out a couple of very small differences that I've noticed so far. Biggest is going to be from the hammer. So here on the Tokyo Marui hammer, here you can see that you have two teeth where the sear is grabbing the hammer, and that's kind of what'll give you that like half cock kind of thing. And then whereas on the Arcturus you only have one. You know, and most upgrade hammers only have the one like this, like Cow, and other brands like that. So I doubt that that's going to be an issue. One other thing that I noticed is that it appears that Arcturus is actually using, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong up here in the video, but it looks like they're using steel for their internals, which is a really nice change, whereas the TM High Kappa is just pot metal. One other thing that I noticed is that here with Tokyo Marui, I'm not sure how well you guys will be able to see that. It's not focusing. But there is a small indent right here. Okay, you can see it there a little bit. There's a small indent right there. And what that is from when they mold these. These are left over from the molds. And what I did notice was that Tokyo Marui had less molding points, I guess, where Arcturus has more, but they are a lot smaller. I don't even know if you guys can see them. They're pretty tiny. They're going to be 2 up here on this one, and two on the bottom. Yeah, you guys aren't going to be able to see them. 2 on the bottom, and then 1 up here as well. I'll try to throw in a picture of what I'm talking about. But that's really been the biggest differences that I've noticed so far. The sears, all the dimensions and everything appear to be identical. Here are your disconnectors. Right here, Arcturus in this hand, TM in this hand. And again, Arcturus appears to be using steel. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. I'll shoot Arcturus on over a message here just to confirm. But so far, I don't see anything yet that should negatively impact the compatibility between the two brands. So I'm going to go ahead and finish installing all of the TM parts into the Arcturus frame and grip, and then we will see where that gets us. Hey guys, we got the Arcturus high kappa lower all assembled here with all Tokyo Marui components, internally, that is. So the grip safety is the same, the magazine release is the same, the grip screws are the same, the hammer spring, and here's Tokyo Marui, but the housing is Arcturus. Trigger, everything is all Tokyo Marui. I did point out the magazine release. To be honest, I mean, it looks cool, but definitely not my favorite design. Was a little bit more tricky assembling it, but you know, it's probably more to my inexperience with the Arcturus magazine release. But anyways, so now I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the Tokyo Marui BBU into the Arcturus slide, and we will see what happens. Alright guys, so we have run into a slight issue with the blowback units. So here in my right hand is the Tokyo Marui. Alright, you can see here they have, on the top here, they have a threaded hole for an optic, or for your rear iron sight. Now with the Arcturus one, they have 2 holes for the RMR mount. So if you don't want to run the RMR mount, the Tokyo Marui blowback unit and other spec ones like it should be fine. Now, if you want to Alright guys, I just got off of the phone with my Arcturus rep, Andy, really good guy, and I just wanted to clear some stuff up about the blowback unit. So for, I believe this version is called the Vanguard. That's the one that comes with the RMR mount and the replacement plate. You are kind of stuck using the Arcturus blowback unit. The versions that do not have that RMR mount, you're pretty open to use any of the blowback units that you would like. I did test the fitment. The fitment of a stock blowback unit or an Airsoft Masterpiece or a Cow one, they drop in just fine. But for this version of the Arcturus high Capa, you do need those additional screw holes on the top of the blowback unit in order to keep either your RMR mount or the replacement panel secured. Just wanted to fill you guys in on that. Alright guys, so we got our BBU in there. Gonna go ahead and throw in our Arcturus outer barrel with their hop-up unit. Again, that was another item that we really couldn't use, was their outer barrel for the garter hop-up unit. I am gonna try some additional hop-up units off screen to kind of see if there are any other options. And again, this is a sample. They did say that they are going to be some small changes. Now what those are, I'm not too sure, but I will say, hats off to Arcturus. This is by far the most TM compatible high Capa that I have used. You know, most of the stuff is not TM compatible kind of by design, I think, like the BBU, the magazine release. Those are really the only two thus far. The one that I think is not TM spec by a failure of design is going to be the outer barrel. But again, I am going to try some additional hop-up units and see what ends up happening there. Alright, so here we got the Arcturus mag. Let me see. I think there's a little bit of gas still in there. So it works great. And then here we have a Tokyo Marui mag, as you guys can see. Also works great. So I will say I am really impressed with this pistol. We're gonna do a shooting video for this thing as well, but so far I give this gun, I think, probably a 9 out of 10. My biggest complaint is going to be the non-functional grip safety. Now I'm not sure if that's going to be fixed in their production model, but so far really good. And I think it's going to be priced right around the stock TM price, which is between 170 and 180. So you know, for that price, you are getting a lot more gun than you are with Tokyo Marui. But my 2 cents, I think that if you're buying a high Capa just to build it, you should still go with the Tokyo Marui. If you're looking for a high Capa to play with and you're not going to gut it, I would steer people in this direction. It runs great. The slide cycle is really smooth. You're not going to have to worry about your slide breaking because this thing is metal. You know, your outer barrel comes threaded. You do have the option to run an RMR on it. The grip feels really nice. It has some nice texture on it. The magazine release is interesting. I don't know if I have a strong opinion on it yet or not. And again, everything under the hood, the hammer assembly, the trigger, all of the springs, the blowback, or not the blowback unit, the nozzle is all Tokyo Marui. So again, this is the most TM compatible high Capa that I do have yet to come across. So big kudos to Arcturus for this thing and being able to get a metal slide, metal threaded outer barrel with rails already on the grip, on the frame for that price point. I think, you know, I think it is a very reasonable asking price for this gun as is, and you are getting more gun than you are with the Tokyo Marui high Capa. We're clocking in right around 290, 295 with 0.2 gram BBs out of a stock TM magazine with our Tokyo Marui internals in this Arcturus high Capa. Now we're gonna do a quick shooting test. As you guys can see down there, I'd say we're probably about 30 to 40 feet-ish maybe from the target. So we're gonna go ahead, shoot a full mag through the Arcturus high Capa and see how she does. Forewarning, like I said earlier in the video, there is no rear iron sight, so bear with me a little bit. But anyways, so let's go ahead and see how consistently she shoots downrange. Thank you so much for watching our review of the Arcturus high Capa. This was a really fun video to do and a really fun gun to work on. I can't recommend the Arcturus high Capas enough. I gotta be honest, they really did impress me. And as you guys saw, this thing truly is Tokyo Marui compatible. Like most other brands out there, they just don't live up to that title. This one certainly does. And especially for the price point, right around 180 bucks. Don't quote me on that. For their base model of the high Capa, Arcturus really knocked it out of the park. If you guys have any recommendations, questions, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. If you guys want to check out our Airsoft Arena or our store, we are in Manassas, Virginia, Take One Airsoft Arena. Or you can check us out online at takeoneairsoft.com. Make sure to follow us on Instagram as well. Thanks a lot. Take care.